mama see me laid in the dirt, so I move with intention, always putting in work. Every breath that I take, every second it hurt.
See how the vocal just started to feel like a little bit more warm? I don't know, it made me feel like the track came more from like the early 2000s, you know what I'm saying? It's already giving me that vibe anyway, like some Common type vibe, you know what I mean?
I was going for like
warming it up.
Chance.
Kanye, Chance, all of that.
Chance
all of that.
That's what I was feeling.
All of that. You ever use vitamin?
Nah, but eat your vitamins, kids.
You need the vitamins, bro. You gotta add the vitamins. If you set it to 0 and they add a 0.1 or 0.2 dB,
clipping.
No, it doesn't actually clip. It actually reduces the overall output level of your track. So your track will actually play a little bit quieter than what it should.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it stabilizes it. So that's why. But anyway.
I didn't know to make it quieter then.
At the end of the day.
That's some shit.
Sonic Gold Production.
Bro, what are you on right now?
Progressive? The little pig in the back seat?
A little pig in the back seat.
Yeah, ain't that progressive? Man, you know this. It's Geico, that's why. You know this commercial.
Geico got the gecko, bro.
But they got a pig too.
All the way home.
Bro, that's what you on right now?
You never seen this commercial?
No.
Wow.
All right, let's get this one going. YouTube.
Oh, hold on. I gotta get my attire.
You gotta get your what?
My attire. Hey, see, it's your boy, Wanna Be JC. We back like a heart attack. I mean, well, damn, nah, that's not a good back.
Definitely, we don't want to be back like that. I'm not trying to be back like that.
I'm back like, you get what I mean. We back at it. Let's go. New song.
How you a rapper, but you don't know how you back like?
Hey, like I'm not, cause I'm honestly not back. I'm just here.
First things first, let's get this routing going. Send the beat to the mixbus. So let's hear the beat first. It might be a little loud, so let's see what's going on. All right, we got our beat in here. What's the first step? Now that we got our vocals, we got our beat.
Did we set the BPM?
Very good, very good. Does he have the beat? No, he doesn't have the BPM. Do you remember this BPM?
It's on the original. I think it was like 9.
I'll just find it. It's all good. Let's see. Looks like 90 to me. Still 90 in here. All right, so first things first, let's get this vocal. All right, see where your vocal is hitting level-wise? Mm-hmm. It's a little low. Like you're almost midway on the entire meter. I aim for like this around the 75% mark. And you can just, fix that simply by raising that. Also, if you look here, you definitely were clipping like crazy, bro. Look at how you recorded your vocals.
I know, that's been my
You see how that thing is just like fully flattened? Mm-hmm. So your vocals are definitely, there's gonna be a certain amount of distortion that just like we can't even, look at that. That we're not even gonna be able to fix, but we'll do our best.
I was raised with a silence, never sleep.
So first, let's keep bringing that up.
Every corner got a story, every block got.
See, we got healthier, I said a little bit of healthier level now. So now, that the vocal is at a better level. Now we're just gonna balance it to the beat, so volume-wise.
I was raised with a silence, never sleep. Every corner got.
Right now, the beat is too loud, still. Mm-hmm. So you gotta turn on the beat slightly, just so we can focus and concentrate on the vocal.
Story, every block got heat. I don't trust not a soul. Everybody play for keeps. If you slip, that's a rap.
Somewhere around there, yeah? Let me just solo this vocal now. Let me hear how this sounds.
They gon' put you 6 deep. Young nigga with a mind full of rage.
Dang, bro.
I know.
It sounded like the mic is almost in the other room.
Young nigga with a mind full of rage.
I know.
Were you singing up to the mic?
Nigga turned
it was the way I did it.
Rock star.
Nah. I was just talking about this yesterday with Peru. And she said you should talk to Princeton to see if he can fix it. But I'm like, yeah.
Where was the mic?
Right here.
But where were you?
Right there.
Damn, there's so much You got so much echo in your recording right now, bro.
The jungle, but I'm stuck inside the cage. Paranoid visions every time I hit the stage, but the
Oof, this is gonna be a hard one to fix, bro. You like this performance?
That's the only thing I was saying about re-recording.
You like the performance, though. If you like the performance, then we can work with it.
I like the performance and the delivery, yes.
All right, that's the most important. That's the most important thing. The recording wasn't good at all, I would say, but you know, you liked your performance, so we'll try and work with it. All right. Number one, I need to figure out how to get your vocal to feel like it's less ambience. Like it needs to be more, either
Up front.
Yeah, exactly. Up front, or we just play on the ambientness of the vocal already and like add some more reverb and just make it feel more immersive.
I was raised where the sirens never sleep. Every corner got a story.
Matter of fact, we're gonna do the second one. So because this is such a not ideal recording, I'm just gonna we're just gonna reverb it out. So we're gonna make your vocal just feel like it's in a space that sounds better than the one that is currently, and put it that way. So we'll start with this.
I was raised where the sirens
I was
never
going
sleep.
for like a
Every
Chance
corner
the
got
Rapper
a story.
feel.
Every block got heat.
But I just didn't, I didn't record it right.
I don't trust not a soul. Everybody play for keeps. If you slip, that's a rap. They gon' put you 6 deep. Young nigga with a mind full of rage, trying to make it out the jungle, but I'm stuck inside the cage. Paranoid visions every time I hit the stage, but the crowd still cheer when I'm speaking on my pain. I don't brag on the drill.
All right, that just gave your vocal a bit more space. Let's see what's to do next though.
But the crowd still cheer when I'm speaking on my pain. I don't brag on the drills, I don't flex on the net. Every move calculated, I don't show them what's next. Had to cut a few times, they was moving suspect.
All right, the next hardest thing is the distorting. So this vocal is mad distorting, and to try and look at your
We might as well
clips.
just
Look at this.
say fuck this one.
Nah, bro, we gonna work on it.
Speaking on my pain, I don't brag on the drill.
I mean, there's a lot that I can't do with it, but there's like some stuff you can do, like RX, but it's not ideal. Like, you ever use RX?
A couple different ones, not that one. Not DK.
RX is like
I use breath control.
So do you ever use this thing called declip? All right, so if you don't want to redo this vocal, then that's the first step. It's like declip is gonna help make these like peaks where it just like chopped off like this more smooth.
Right.
So let me show you what I'm talking about. So if I highlight this section right here, and I go noise reduction, declip. I always set this to high quality. So let's listen.
I was raised where the sirens never sleep. Every corner got a story.
You see those
Every
straight
block
lines?
got heat. I don't trust not a soul.
Right here.
Everybody play for keeps.
Those lines are indicating where you're like starting to distort. So basically you want to put this threshold below those.
I was raised where the sirens never sleep. Every corner got a story. Every block got heat. I don't trust.
So let me get this lower.
I was raised where the sirens never sleep. Every corner got a story.
See all these
Every
clips?
block got heat.
These are all the times in that sample that you clipped. So within this sample so far, your vocals already clipped 1,000 something times. So plenty of
I was
time.
raised where the sirens never sleep. Every corner got a story.
But
Every
check this out. So if I render this now, look at that. You see how all of those moments that were clipped came back up?
I was raised where the sirens never sleep. Every corner got a story. Every block got heat.
So, or this.
I was raised where the sirens never sleep. Every corner got a story. Every block got.
You hear that? What do they call it? The frying. You hear the frying of the distortion?
I was raised where the sirens never sleep. Every corner got a story. Every block got heat.
Especially on that corner.
Every corner got a story. Every
Right here.
corner got a story.
You hear that? The frying versus this. Look, when you render this now, see that?
Never sleep. Every corner got a story. Every.
So it helps, right? So I'm gonna just do that to the whole vocal. Fix the whole vocal. What's this face? Your face is like disbelief
Nah,
almost.
because I've just never done that before.
Oh, a declip?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, declip is great. See, here goes another one. See that vocal?
Yeah, no, everything. You're going to have to do that to everything, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because everything was recorded at the same input, same gain.
Pretty much. So yeah, let me just declip this one too. That looks a little better. Let's see about the other two. Dang, I had to boost the volume of these way up just to view them.
No, that's why I said I think I bounced them with the volume send. It's still the same. I didn't zero everything out.
It's all good. Yeah, same situation. So I'll just declip all of these. Oh, notice this one. Notice how it just rendered that one, but it didn't. You gotta make sure you set the threshold properly. So this one needs a little different threshold. See where it's coming in here? That's where it's starting to distort. So I actually gotta, excuse me, I gotta bring this down here below where it starts to distort and then render everything back. So then you see we got some peaks back. Do the same thing on this one. First I'm gonna test it. Dang, you was yelling, bro. He was active. All right, cool. Vocals are kind of fixed, but now we gotta go into the mix. So let's hear how this sounds.
I was raised where the sirens never sleep. Every corner got a story, every block got heat. I don't trust nothing. If you slip, that's a rap. They gon' put you 6 deep. Young nigga with a mind full of rage, trying to make it out the jungle, but I'm stuck inside the cage. Paranoid bitches.
All right, so now, next step. Control the dynamics of the vocal.
I hit the stage, but the crowd still cheer when I'm speaking.
Because the beat right now, the beat is very like flat. When I say flat, it's like very loud and compressed. Usually that's how beats come in. So to compete with the dynamics of where the beat's at, you have to compress the vocal to sit up there where the beat is.
Trying to make it out the jungle.
So I'm gonna do, you have a favorite compressor?
76. Renaissance is 76.
The Renaissance, which one?
Well,
Which one?
We talked about
Which
it already.
one?
We talked about
Which
this
one
already,
though?
Princeton.
Which one?
I'm leaving it alone, bro.
The axe or the comp? The axe? Oh my gosh, this guy.
We talked about this already, and I've been starting to leave it alone.
You've been starting to leave it alone?
But I still fuck with it here and there.
I
And
mean,
I've been using CLA vocals.
If it works for you, bro. If it works.
I've been using CLA vocals too.
Yeah, that's a go-to plugin.
But the crowd still cheer when I'm speaking on my pain. I don't brag on the drills, I don't flex.
All right, we need to make your voice sound better, but we also gotta
I
compress.
just knew you was gonna talk shit.
I'm not even talking shit.
The axe?
On the neck.
Renaissance.
You talking about that one, yeah.
Mama see me laid in the dirt.
Yeah.
Because the axe is technically a
Guitar?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We talked about it.
Yeah. All right. Let's compress this thing a little bit. Throw the threshold all the way up and just do one of my favorite types of SSL compression.
I don't flex on the net. Every move calculated. I don't show them what's next. Had to cut
So that's pretty squashed. You see how the vocal, like, it doesn't feel like it's breathing?
a few times. They was moving suspect. Now my circle
Right? That's a little squashed.
real tight. Only ride with respect. Can't let my mama see me laid in the dirt. So I move with intention, always putting in work. Every breath that I take, every second it hurt. But I'll die on my feet for
It's a little
I
better.
don't show them what's next.
All right. The issue with where you recorded on the microphone is there's no proximity effect going for you. You know proximity effect?
Like where it seems like as if your vocals coming in and out, getting lower and louder.
Proximity effect is like when you're closer to a microphone, there's gonna be more highs, more lows.
Okay.
Right now, you only got mid-range in your voice for the most part.
Had to cut a few times. They was
So to make your voice feel more forward, we gotta give you some more highs and more lows as well. So now I'm just gonna be working on EQ in the voice. It looks like we are.
flex on the net. Every move calculated. I don't show them what's next. Had to cut a few times.
Yeah,
that what that
definitely
means,
is.
clipping?
Definitely is clipping a little bit. So we need to turn down the line a bit.
They was moving suspect. Now my circle real tight. Only ride with respect. Can't let my mama see me laid in the dirt. So I move with intention, always putting in work. Every breath that I take, every second it hurt. But I'll die on my feet before I live as a clerk.
Let's get some high end on your voice.
Crowd still cheer when I'm speaking on my pain. I don't brag on the drills, I don't flex on the net. Every move calculated, I don't show them what's next. Had to cut a few times, they was moving suspect. Now my circle real tight, only ride with respect.
The nice thing about you use the 87, yeah? Mm-hmm. That is the nice thing about this particular situation because that 87 is like, it's very warm. So you can boost a lot of high end and it won't be super hard. So that's one of the good things you got going for you in this recording.
When I'm speaking on my pain, I don't brag on the drills, I don't flex on the net. Every move calculated, I don't show them what's next. Had to cut a few times.
All right, let's get the low end up.
They was moving suspect, now my circle real tight, only ride with respect. Can't let my mama see me laid in the dirt, so I move with it.
Look at that difference, bro. I mean, there's no forwardness to your voice before.
I hit the stage, but
After.
the crowd still cheer when I'm speaking on my pain. I don't brag on the drills, I don't flex on the net.
You see what I'm saying?
Every move calculated.
You boosted the high?
Boosted the lows, boosted the highest, brought your voice a lot more forward.
I don't show them what's next. Had to cut a few ties, they was moving suspect. Now my circle real tight. Only
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I hope you guys have been finding this video helpful and useful. I have a free resource, link in description below. It's called 6 Mix Finalizers. It's a mini course that I've designed to help producers, artists, upcoming engineers just like yourself finish your mixes faster. And I really wish someone would have shared this resource with me in the beginning of my mixing journey. So if you want to go check that out, link is in description below. Let's get back to the video. All right, so that's that. Then we definitely need to change these little S's. So let's just grab a basic de-esser.
with intention.
First, let's see where the S's come in.
As they was moving suspect, now my circle real tight.
So I'll just loop this little section right here.
Moving suspect, now my circle real.
Make sure we only get the S's. Right there, we're getting some of the vocals, so you don't want that.
You don't want the vocals. I don't need the S.
That's basically all the S's.
Now my circle real tight. Moving suspect, now my circle real tight. Moving.
So the key is, when you always DS, is to do this with the beat in as well, because sometimes you need a little bit more of that sibilance to cut through the beat.
All right.
So you don't want to do too much.
As they was moving suspect, now my circle real tight. Only ride with respect. Can't let my mama see me laid in the dirt.
It's getting better. Still got a lot of issues though. So there's definitely like some mid-range in your voice that we gotta clean up.
Every move calculated, I don't
So I'm gonna find that room tone in your voice.
show them what's next. Had to cut a few ties. They was moving suspect. Now my circle real tight. Only ride with respect. Can't let my mama see me laid in the dirt. So I move with intention, always putting in work.
That's always a frequency. You see how I'm at 0.5, 0.52? Mm-hmm. So that's basically around 500 hertz. That frequency is like the telltale of whether you did a good recording. If you got a lot of 500 in your recording,
Then it's not good.
generally you're too far from the mic.
Okay.
500 like really starts to reveal the room sound a lot, anywhere around there. So all of this,
Every breath that I take, every second it hurt.
all of that,
But I die on my feet for I live as a
that's just the room, bro. So we just need to reduce that energy in your vocals so it sounds more cleaner.
As they was moving suspect. Now my circle real tight. Only ride with respect.
See, just even 2 dBs of a little cut there helps a lot. So here's the EQ bypass,
Ties they was moving suspect. Now my circle real tight. Only ride with respect.
right? A lot better.
Ties they was moving suspect. Now my circle real tight. Only ride with respect.
Honestly, you add even more lows.
Intention always putting in work. Every breath that I take, every second it hurt. But I die on my feet for I live as a clerk.
All right, so that's a little bit better. Let's hear that with the beat though.
When I'm speaking on my pain, I don't brag on the drills, I don't flex on the net. Every move calculated, I don't show them what's next. Had to cut a few ties, they was moving suspect. Now my circle real tight, only ride with respect. Can't let my mama see me laid in the dirt, so I'm.
All right, notice that we're peaking on this output, so I just want to bring this down and just make sure that we're
Not clicking.
not clipping that off.
Move with intention, always putting in work. Every breath that I take, every second it hurt. But I die on my feet for I live as a clerk. That's why I keep
Woo, we definitely need to fix that one.
it on me, I don't move with no.
Let's Go back to this.
That's the hook. So I don't know. I wanted to feel different. I wanted to explain different.
Can't let my mama see me.
But I couldn't come with too many ideas.
So I move with intention, always putting in work. Every breath that I take, every second it hurt. But I die on my feet before I live as a clerk. That's why
I think what you need to do with this track, because this is such a different thing, is we really need to. I'm gonna add a compressor to kind of glue, I guess, this vocal with that beat more and like make them vibe and move more. Because right now your vocal is just slapped on top of the beat. It's not really moving with the beat. So we need that energy. We need
That's
that.
something else that the stems would have kind of helped too.
The stems will definitely help if we had them. But if we don't have them, then we just need to do some shit like this. So I'm gonna add like a SSL comp. Or sometimes this works. Sometimes it does too much, but we gonna see. I usually do right here 10 milliseconds to start. Do a 2-to-1 ratio. Definitely will probably use a sidechain. You know what a sidechain filter in this does?
Sidechain compression.
It basically makes it so it doesn't compress the lows. Like if you put this up, it will compress everything above 265 or whatever you set it. So the reason why that's important is because you don't want to reduce the lows. Yeah, you don't want to reduce the low end usually when you're doing bus compression, because you want that kick and all that stuff to knock and come through.
Right.
So that's why you want to use that side chain. Well, let's hear how this sounds just out the gate, and then for the release, I'm gonna do auto to start. Let's go to this section here.
I'm stuck inside the cage, paranoid bitches every time I hit the stage, but the crowd's.
All right, it's not breathing enough. You see the needle? Look how the needle's going back super slow. It's not breathing enough. So we need to turn down the release to a tighter release.
Still cheer when I'm speaking on my pain. I don't brag on the drills, I don't flex on the net. Every move calculated, I don't show them what's next.
So even a 0.1 release is making that thing breathe a little bit more. And then the main thing now is just setting the threshold to feel like we're getting enough of the glue action, but it's not compressing too much.
Now my circle real tight, only ride with respect. Can't let my mama see me laid in the.
That's getting better. It's getting better.
I don't flex on the net. Every move calculated, I don't show them what's next. Had to cut.
You see the head bobbing? Once you know the head is bobbing, that's how you know it's working. That's how you know it's working. All right, so look, check out this side chain now. Once you get this side chain and you start rolling this up, it's gonna let that low end and all that shit come through, so it's gonna hit even harder. Check it out.
A few times they was moving suspect. Now my circle real tight, only ride with respect. Can't let my mama see.
Yeah.
How high up would we want to bring it to keep the low end in? Would you want it around 200, 250, somewhere around there?
Around there. Right now it's at 162. It depends on the song.
Okay.
You gotta just use your ears, but like around there. You don't want to go super high.
Okay.
Because you definitely want to start compressing around at least 200 and up. But listen to that, bro. Like your vocal and the beat, they're just vibing together. Check it out.
When I'm speaking on my pain, I don't brag on the drills, I don't flex on the net. Every move calculated, I don't show them what's next. Had to cut a few times, they was moving suspect. Now my circle real tight, only ride with respect. Can't let my mama see me laid in the dirt, so I move with intention, always putting in work.
And then you can mess with the mix knob as well. Like if you don't want as much of the glue-ness of the compression across everything, you can dial back the mix. So it's just like 80%, 50%, whatever. But sometimes I like to go all the way 0 now and just blend it in to see where I like to hear it the most.
When I'm speaking on my pain, I don't brag on the drills, I don't flex on the net. Every move calculated, I don't show them what's next. Had to cut a few times, they was moving suspect. Now my circle real tight, only ride with respect.
Kind of like 64. I'm gonna leave it at that. So.
I was raised where the sirens never sleep. Every corner got a story, every block got heat. If you slip, that's a wrap. They gon' put you 6 deep. Young nigga with a mind full of rage, trying to make it out the jungle, but I'm stuck inside the cage.
I'm gonna make those S's pierce through just a little bit more so we can be more clear with what you're saying.
Jungle, but I'm stuck inside the cage. Paranoid bitches every time I hit the stage, but the crowd still cheer when I'm speaking on my pain.
Not even de-essing right now.
I don't flex.
So the fact that we're not even de-essing right now and I still want more clarity out of your voice tells me what? We need to do what?
Boost the highs?
Yes, but not just with an EQ, because we already did an EQ boost on the highs.
They need like some air, fresh air or something like that?
Yeah, you're getting close. So saturate. Okay. Saturate the high end of the voice. I'm gonna use vitamin because it's just the easiest to do. You ever use vitamin?
Nah, but eat your vitamins, kids.
You need the vitamins, bro. You gotta add the vitamins. So this is just going to add that high end that we need. Are you in the frame? You barely in the frame. I want to make sure you're in there.
You too.
All
On here.
So this is just a saturator. Like you can just saturate different, bands. You got mids, highs, all type of stuff. So check this out. Let's do this with the beat in though.
Calculated, I don't show them what's next. Had to cut a few ties, they was moving suspect. Now my circle real tight, only ride with respect. Can't let my mama see me laid in the dirt. So I move with intention, always putting in work. Every breath that I take, every second it hurt. But I'll die on my feet before I live as a clerk.
You know what I mean? So that sounds cool, but it brought out some of the S's a little bit, so we may need to
bring the de-esser.
Yeah, we may just need to turn on the
Drop it
pressure.
down.
Laid in the dirt, so I move with intention, always putting in work. Every breath that I take, every second it hurt. But I'll die on my feet before I live as a clerk.
Yeah, I like the energy in the take, at least. I like the energy.
With intention, always putting in work. Every breath that I take, every second it hurt. But I'll die on my feet before I live as a clerk. That's why
That's perfect.
And that's just 3 plugins.
I can hear the S's, but it's not too much now.
my mama see me laid in the dirt, so I move.
I'm gonna make sure there's no rumble coming through.
Move with intention, always putting in work. Every breath that I take, every second it hurt. But I'll die on my feet for.
Sometimes when you add a filter to the high end, sometimes it helps that voice feel a little bit more warm too. Is my best way I can put it.
They was
Sometimes you don't want all that super high airiness on a voice.
moving suspect. Now my circle real tight, only ride with respect.
Like your voice already sounds good if I'm rolling off everything above 10.2.
10.2K?
Yeah. So if but if I left it completely open, it would sound like this.
Can't let my mama see me laid in the dirt, so I move with intention, always putting in work. Every breath that I take, every second it hurt.
gets better,
But I die on.
You see, that's a little bit warmer.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you don't need all of those super high frequencies. Sometimes.
It's like, I feel like, to my ear, it's like, gives me like a crackling, like a popping.
It
like
can, depending on how you record it.
It be feeling weird, but I'll be hearing that. And that's the main
hear
thing
that, though?
about this vocal that's been fucking with me.
What I'm trying to say is this isn't an always solution.
Right.
It's just a case by case. Like this, for this type of track, I would say you probably don't need all those super high, like 14, 15, 16, all the way up to 20. You probably don't need all of that. You know what I mean? So listen to the difference though. This is without that cut.
Circle real tight, only ride with respect. Can't let my mama see me laid in the dirt, so I move with intention, always putting in work. Every breath that I take, every second it hurt.
See how the vocal just started to feel like a little bit more warm, and it just like, I don't know. It made me feel like the track came more from like the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? It's already giving me that vibe anyway, like some Common type vibe. You know what I mean?
I was going for
Just
like
warming it up.
Chance.
Kanye, Chance, all of that,
Chance
all of that.
That's what I was feeling.
All of that.
I was raised where the sirens never sleep. Every corner got a story, every block got heat. I don't trust not a soul.
Let's turn on the beat just a little bit so your vocal breathes a little bit.
Everybody play for keeps. If you slip, that's a rap. They gon' put you 6 deep. Young nigga with a mind full of rage, trying to make it out the.
That's pretty good. Look at where we're. So we need a. You see where it was clipping there. So we just need to add a limiter. We don't got a limiter right now, so we just need to make sure shit's not clipping at the end of the day. I always add my oversampling. Generally, you don't want to have your limiter set to 0, like the absolute ceiling.
Negative 0.3, isn't it?
How do you know? I mean, there's no rule, but how do you know 0.3?
That's
Who showed you that? Did I show you that?
Hey, you know what's funny?
I probably showed you that.
You did though.
You probably watched.
Nah, you was showing me how to use the WLM Plus.
Oh yeah, for sure. So basically, the reason why that's important is because when your track goes to like Spotify, whatever else, sometimes there's gonna be like a 0.1 or 0.2 added when they convert the
file to whatever.
the mastered version.
Right, so
whatever
they use.
So you don't want, if you set it to 0 and they add a 0.1 or
Then
0.2 dB,
clipping.
no, it doesn't actually clip. It actually reduces the overall output level of your track. So your track will actually play a little bit quieter than what it should.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it stabilizes it. So that's why. But anyway,
I didn't know it would make it quieter then.
at the end of the
That's
day,
some shit.
Every time I hit the stage, but the crowd still cheer when I'm speaking on my pain. I don't brag on the drills, I don't flex on the net. Every move.
So same thing with the vitamin, like we got the high end nice. Now we can actually add some more low end to make your voice feel even more forward. So check this out. Here goes the lows. There isn't really nothing there, right? So I think it's mainly there. But you want to be careful. You don't want to add too much because you don't want it to feel muddy. But we can add a little bit.
Real tight, only ride with respect. Can't let my mama see me laid in the dirt, so I move with intention, always putting in work.
I'm just boosting it just to hear how it would sound.
Work every breath that
So that would be obviously a little muddy.
I take, every second it hurt, but I die on my feet before I live as a clerk.
That gave us a little bit more of the oomph behind your voice, you know what I'm saying? Like if I bypass this.
Visions every time I hit the stage, but the crowd still cheer when I'm speaking on my pain. I don't brag.
You got a little bit more of the body, you know what I'm saying? We just put on sub. What you gonna do with sub?
Brag on the drills, I don't flex on the net. Every move calculated, I don't show them what's next. Had to cut a few.
It's just a little, yeah.
Yeah, you want a little bit. All right, so let's hear that with the track again.
Every corner got a story, every block got heat. I don't trust not a soul. Everybody play for keeps. If you slip, that's a rap. They gon' put you 6 deep. Young nigga with a mind full of rage, trying to make it out the jungle, but I'm stuck inside the cage.
What is crazy is, bro, like, let me just do a quick bypass. 3 plugins on the voice, yeah? 3 plugins.
Paranoid bitches
It's gonna be loud because it's not game matched, but
every time I hit the stage, but the crowd still cheer when I'm speaking on my pain. I don't brag on the drills, I don't flex on the net. Every move calculated, I don't show them what's next.
And it's actually it's flowing.
it's riding with it.
It's flowing,
It's riding
for sure,
with
for
it.
sure.
So what I'm gonna do is just copy
That
the
D-clip
same-
did a fucking that D-clip was a miracle.
Yeah, it is a miracle, bro. You gotta use D-clip, bro. Your vocals are coming in straight flat.
But it's the way I recorded it. I had the gain turned up, but I stepped back from the microphone.
Yeah.
Like the mic was about right here, and I was standing. Mic is right here, and I'm standing right here. But I'm like I'm moving around.
You gotta be at least. Generally, you want to be at least like a foot and a half to a foot from the mic. You don't want to be. You don't want to be the mic here and you over here. You're gonna catch so much room.
My idea was the energy though, because I didn't want to like be straight flat on the mic and just kind of like just be rapping and just be like I was moving around like hitting one of those like
Right.
like I was being like real, energetic like and moving. With my
I think the
arms
thing
and hands
is
and
the
everything,
mic
too.
don't care, bro. The mic don't care. That's the thing. If you got the mic over here and you do all of that, it's gonna capture you, the sound like of you in a room versus you.
Right.
You get me? So like, yeah, ideally I would have definitely been closer to the mic, but we working with it still.
That's a note though.
Use
But the energy did hit how I wanted it to.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I think it actually works nice with this beat too, as you said.
That's why I keep it.
So what I did is I just copied over the same plugins.
To the hook.
Yes, but sometimes this is probably something you don't do. You got to make sure that the same volume coming into all of these plugins here is the same as the previous one. Otherwise, they're not going to hit the same.
They're not gonna. Yeah.
So let's look at the
thresholds, as you
SSL.
said.
That's why I keep it.
Look how much you're compressing. We were not compressing that much on the verse when we copied this plugin over, right?
That's why I keep it on me.
So what we got to do there is we got to turn down the line input or clip gain this down slightly. But let's just hear to make sure it feels like volume-wise where we should be with the beat.
Keep it on me. I don't with no safety. Gotta watch who around. Cause the city full of shaky if I ever go.
So notice this was at 4.5, this was at 2.1. But we're compressing way too much. So that just simply tells me that we're at least 2 dBs too loud on the input. So I should just bring this down at least 2 dBs. So 7.5 minus 2, 9.5. So I would at least start there.
Why I keep it on me. I don't move with no safety.
Yeah, it's feeling more, it's breathing more. Now I can bring this up closer to that 4.5 if I need to.
You gotta watch who around. Cause the city full of shaky if I ever go. Let my brother come replace me, but I'm riding with the fuck. Pray to God that he save me. Keep it on me. I don't move with no safety. Gotta watch who around. Cause the city full of shaky if I ever go.
Damn, that choir is so loud. Let's hit it.
Keep it on me. I don't move with no safety. Gotta watch who around. Cause
So I think
But I wanted to make the hook kind of like. I was at first
add
I was
some
going for
effects
like
on
an
it?
airy
Yeah.
like an airy sound to make it seem like kind of like quote unquote angelic, and then I'm
Angelic.
also thinking because it's not really but
I don't
that
know.
was the
I don't know if
idea.
you're about to get angelic with it.
But I was also thinking, how we did the Cassius Clay, but we went for the Kanye West one. I think we added. It was either
The
added distortion.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't know. I couldn't come to my mind of what would fit best,
I think-
especially with that choir.
I think for this type of track, you don't gotta do too much. Cause this is one of those more like soulful, like organic hip hop tracks. You know what I mean? They don't need a lot of effects. They don't need a lot of. They just need the right energy.
Right.
So, my suggestion is you probably don't need to do that much, to be honest, bro.
Okay.
It's just getting the sonics right, but like you don't need like a bunch of. Notice we didn't even put a reverb or delay on this.
Not
on
too
this
much.
vocal, and it already sounds
on the
cool.
main vocal, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So. Hey, I hope you guys have been finding this video helpful and useful. I have a free resource, link in description below. It's called 6 Mix Finalizers. It's a mini course that I've designed to help producers, artists, upcoming engineers just like yourself finish your mixes faster. And I really wish someone would have shared this resource with me in the beginning of my mixing journey. So if you want to go check that out, link is in the description below. Let's get back to the video. Now, another thing to test is like once you start copying over and putting the same plugins on your chorus versus your verse, you want to see how they flow into each other.
The transition.
Yeah, you don't want one to be super like a lot louder than than the other verse or anything like that.
And then work, every breath that I take, every second it hurt. But I die on my feet before I live as a clerk. That's why I keep it on me, I don't move with no safety, gotta watch.
All right, so your chorus vocal still feels a little bit more compressed versus the verse. So that just means what?
Bring that line input down more.
Yeah, my boy learning.
That's why I keep it on me, I don't move with no safety, gotta watch.
You can literally bring this down and listen to the compression mainly, not the volume.
To around, cause the city full of shaky if I ever go. Let my brother come replace me.
So just bringing that down.
That feels a little better.
That was just
around,
1 dB.
around 10. Okay.
So I only brought it down 1 dB, but look at how much more like, how much more of a natural sound we got because it's not compressing as much anymore, So let's play this again.
On my feet before I live as a clerk. That's why I keep it on me, I don't move with no safety, gotta watch you around. Cause the city full of shaky if I ever go. Let my brother come replace me, but I'm riding with the fuck. Pray to God that he save me.
So the cool thing about all of this, bro, is that I only set up a vocal chain basically one time, and now it works on both, yeah? But what you could do to make the chorus vocal stand out from the verse a little bit is add some width, like some wideness.
That was what I did with the CLA vocals, where I brought the stereo up and made it kind of sit wider within the speaker.
Who showed you that
straight
one?
down the middle. All right, bro, take credit for every fucking thing, bro.
So let's just do that then. Let's just try it. Let's just add a little width to this. So that's definitely one of my favorite uses for the CLA vocal. You gotta take off all these other
take
things.
all those off and only the last one.
I usually like the wide, so I'll start with wide and then see how we go.
No safety, gotta watch you around. Cause the city full of shaky if I ever go. Let my brother come replace me, but I'm riding with the fuck. Pray to God that he save me. Keep it on me, I don't move with no safety, gotta watch you around. Cause the city full of shaky.
Yeah, that sounds cool. It gives it more energy, Like here's before.
That's why I keep it on me, I don't move with no safety, gotta watch you around. Cause the city full of shaky if I ever go.
And then sometimes too, if you just want a quick vibe, what I call it is just give it another effect or another thing. Sometimes messing with the reverb or delay. So like I think a slap delay could sound decent.
Let my brother come replace me, but I'm riding with the fuck. Pray to God that he save me. Keep it on me, I don't move with no safety, gotta watch you around. Cause the city full of shaky if I ever go.
We try an 8. Let me see.
Let my brothers come replace me, but I'm riding with the 5. Pray to God that he save me.
Yeah, I think the 8 is cool.
I keep it on me, I don't move with no safety, gotta watch you around. Cause the city full of shaky if I ever go.
Hit that in the mix.
That's what I'm waiting for it in the blank spots.
It hurt, but I die on my feet before I live as a clerk. That's why I keep it on me, I don't move with no safety, gotta watch you around. Cause the city full of shaky if I ever go. Let my brother come replace me, but I'm riding with the fuck. Pray to God that he save me.
That go would be so fire to throw a delay on. You hear that? Mm-hmm. Go. Like on the go. Let me just, I do that.
You bring it on a separate track, wouldn't you?
No, you just do a send. So right now I already got this delay. like a basic delay right here. So I just got this send called H delay. So I'm gonna send a little bit of your vocal on the chorus just when you say go though. So I'm gonna have it on mute. I go here to touch, and then I unmute when go comes in. So check it out. Let me just make sure this is on. We'll do this with the beat in.
Cause the city full of shaky if I ever go. Let my brother come replace me, but I'm riding with the fuck. Pray to God that he save me. Keep it on me, I don't move with no safety. Gotta watch you around. Cause the city full of shaky if I ever go. Let my brothers come replace me.
So I think it's a little slow right now, so we just gotta mess with the delay.
Ever go. Let my brother.
Alright, so we can make this a little faster.
Make it magical sessions.
Brother come replace me, but I'm riding with the fuck.
Let me go back to where it says go.
If I ever go, let my
Yeah, that was kind of the vibe I was hearing.
my brother come replace me, but I'm riding with the fuck. If I ever go, let my brother come replace me, but if I ever go, let my brother come replace me, but I'm riding with the fuck. Pray if I ever go, let my brother come replace me, but I'm.
And then another cool thing you can do is like to make the delay sound just cooler, you can just send it through some reverb as well. So I'll send the output of that reverb to the plate, or the output of the delay to the plate reverb.
If I ever go, let my brother come replace me, but I'm riding with.
Yeah, it's just like ambient now in the back.
With the shaky if I ever go, let my brother come replace me, but I'm riding with the fuck.
So just some ideas. You can always tweak those later, but it's cool to like just get those in the mix ASAP, and then you can tweak it down later and like fine tune it. You know what I'm saying? See that verse when it comes.
It was a clerk, that's why I keep it on me. I don't move with no safety, gotta watch you around. Cause the city full of shaky if I ever go. Let my brother come replace me, but I'm riding with the fuck. Pray to God that he save me. Keep it on me, I don't move with no safety, gotta watch you around. Cause the city full of shaky if I ever go. Let my brothers come replace me, but I'm riding with the fire. Pray to God that he save me.
Shit goes crazy, bro. I like the energy. I ain't gonna lie. In and outs now.
Dubs, that's the bottom track.
God, that's a lot of work to do. Hold on, before I even touch that, I want to make that.
The dubs ain't even too crazy. They're just supporting.
I want to make the low end of this whole thing just hit a little bit harder. I definitely showed you this saturator. Ozone Exciter.
Oh yeah, Exciter.
This is nice to just make here, and you can do gain match. That's key as well, but just to get that low end hitting harder. We don't want all that. We want that. Yeah, we want
That
all of
guitar
that.
is crazy. I love that. You hear it, right?
Yeah, of course. Triode is good for the low end too.
Bitches every time I hit the stage, but the crowd still cheer when I'm speaking on my pain. I don't brag on the drills, I don't flex on the net. Every move calculated, I don't show them what's next. Had to cut a few ties, they was moving suspect. Now my circle real tight.
Try to do a try.
Only ride with respect. Can't let my mama see me laid in the dirt. So I move with intention, always putting in work. Every breath that I take, every second it hurt. But I die on my feet before I live as a clerk. That's why I keep it on me, I don't move with no safety. Gotta watch you around, cause the city full of shaky if I ever go.
That's a little bit. I hear that, feel the difference before.
Let my brother come replace me, but I'm riding with the fuck. Pray to God that he save me. Keep it on me, I don't move with no safety. Gotta watch you around, cause the city full of shaky if I.
The cool thing about this is if you feel like it's getting too muddy, you can always bounce the mix here.
I've been running through the rain, all the pain made me cold, and I keep a cold stick. Heavy chip on my shoulder, see my homie lose his life, and his body turn colder. That's the reason why my heart never bend, never fold up.
And then another one that I really love on the top end is what? I already did it. Analog.
Okay.
This is gonna help just like, sometimes these de-essers, they do their job, but they don't
get everything.
They don't get everything. And then the beat also can kind of have some harshness. So sometimes if you just run a little bit of this like analog on the top end, it just helps kind of like give a smooth layer over everything. Check it out. I just want to make sure I'm only grabbing the right top end frequencies I want. So I don't want mids. I just want top ends. Right now I'm getting mids. Like basically all of that I want to smooth up. All right, so we're gonna smooth it up with the analog setting. Got the gain match on, so check this out.
They cut me to the core. I done prayed so much, but I still need more. Every day is war, gotta keep my faith strong. Even when I feel like I don't belong. But I'm still 10 toes, I can't switch on the gate. If I fall, then my logo
Bypass.
won't carry on my name. On the block where it's hot, it'll never be the same. But I shine through the dark, and I'm built for the pain. Keep it on me, I don't move with no.
So this is super powerful. You don't want to overdo it. Right now I feel like it's fully doing what I wanted to, but it's a little strong. So I can just turn down the mix knob a little bit.
No safety, gotta watch who around. Cause the city full of shaky if I ever go. Let my brother come replace me, but I'm riding with the fuck. Pray to God that he save me. Keep it on me, I don't move with no safety.
Yeah, that's it. Let's hear the difference on the chorus.
The clerk, that's why I keep it on me, I don't move with no safety. Gotta watch who around. Cause the city full of shaky if I ever go. Let my brother come replace me, but I'm riding with the fuck. Pray to God that he save me. Keep it on me, I don't
Want a little bit more warmth? We can bring this up a little bit.
move with no safety, gotta watch who around. Cause the city full of shaky if I ever go.
Not too much.
Replace me, but I'm riding with the fire. Pray to
Go to the chorus.
that's why I keep it on me, I don't move with no safety. Gotta watch who around. Cause the city full of shaky if I
I think that sounds fire. I think my ears are gonna go crazy if I listen to this a billion times, but let's do the dubs.
The dubs and the,
I feel like we do the dubs next week, but that's solid, bro. That's really solid.
can,
Compared to where it's coming from.
I could drop the same mixer on the dubs and
You're gonna want a different chain for the dubs.
and add it like widening, like give it more stereo.
Yeah, how about you mix the dubs? We'll start it with that. But already, I mean, that's a huge difference just based off of 3 plugins on a freaking vocal and then a few on the mix bus. But yeah, bro, I think it's a good starting point. So yeah, let me just bounce this. You could just like duplicate this section and then mix in the dubs around these where the vocals are at right now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What do you think?
I'm fucking with it.
How's the sound?
I fuck it.
And what's the biggest things you say you learned off of that?
Off of this one, that D clip.
The D clip.
For sure.
The D clip. I needed the D clip.
Because that was my main issue when I was actually trying to get the vocal mix myself. The distortion was causing a lot of it was causing a lot of things down the line to like not work right. If that makes sense.
That's the main thing is like when you clip on the way in, recording in, you can't. That's a completely destructive process. Meaning, like, D-clip can help. It's not ideal, though. Mm-hmm. Like, ideally, you just don't clip on the way in, obviously. But, I mean, a lot of times, a lot of people do. So, it is what it is. But all of that to say, when you have clipping vocals, no amount of plugins are necessarily going to make them sound good, is what I'm trying to say. Like, clipping is clipping, bro. Like,
right.
you're gonna hear clipping.
You're gonna hear the distortion no
irregardless.
matter what.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter what EQ you put on there, what reverb, it does not matter. Like the clipping, you're gonna hear it. So the only thing that you can do is use like a D clip and try and reduce some of it a little bit, but that's about it. And right now, there's still a little bit, even with D clip, like you can see the tops are shaved a little bit there, a little bit here. But before, this whole thing was just
flat.
Yeah, that whole thing was just super flat, you know what I mean? So at least it's like a little bit better. So solid though, bro. So D-clip, what else was the main things?
The other thing, now you got me in with that. I have to see it. It's not the saturation.
Oh, the vitamin?
Yeah.
Have your vitamins?
That shit. It's kind
Have your
of
vitamins.
That's different. I've never
Waves
seen
plugins.
that before.
You can get your Waves plugins link.
That's in Waves Ultimate.
Yeah.
Cool. 'Cause I just got a 7-day free trial with them, so I'm finna see what all they got.
If you do need some Waves plugins, use my link in the YouTube.
Okay.
Because I get a slight commission off of it.
Helps
the channel survive. Yeah, the vitamin, definitely use the vitamin.
I got Sonic Gold Productions with another Sonic Gold production.
Yes, sir.
Go tune in.
2. Hope you guys found some value in that. See you guys soon.
I want to go to Super Bowl.
Peace. Hey, I hope you guys have learned something from today's video. I would love to hear your thoughts, so comment below and I'll check those out. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the future videos coming up. My name is Princeton Brown. I'm a producer and mixing engineer based in Los Angeles, and I would love to hear from you. If you have a brand new song that you're working on and would love a mix on by me, send it my way. I would also love to give you feedback on the mixes that you're working on, so please send those my way. Last but not least, I have a free mini course called 6 Mix Finalizers. All of this information is in the description below. Thank you guys again for tuning in and watching. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.
Sonic Gold Production.